Welcome to Drawfee, where we take your dumb ideas
And make even dumber drawings.
I'm Jacob.
I'm Nathan.
I'm Karina.
I'm Julia.
And I've collected my palette and my easel and my canvas. And I have my oils and my watercolors and my finger paints and my apron.
What else do you have?
I
Go
have
on.
my little hat and I have my clogs.
Oh, I almost didn't see the little. I'm glad you pointed out the little hat. It's so little.
It's little, but it's
almost
there,
didn't
and
see
my
it.
clogs are too big.
What's in the other bag?
That one is full of my crayons and my colored pencils and my brushes and my rollers.
Rollers?
It's a traditional painting episode.
Oh.
This suggestion. Let's get serious for a moment.
Okay. Yeah, stop fucking around.
This
your seatbelts on, y'all.
suggestion Came from it's another combo suggestion. It came from the Patreon user Stelfin, who then posted it from YouTube. Who from YouTube user Thomas Buck 2476 a year ago.
Wow.
2476.
So this is all coming together throughout history, throughout time.
Yeah, see? Sometimes you just got to be patient.
And it'll happen.
It'll
for
happen
you.
for you, maybe.
Like it did for Thomas Buck 2476, who said, I would really love to see you guys try to traditionally paint, but digitally. So you only have one layer, you can only use different brushes and colors, that's it.
That's
no
it.
eraser, no undo button, no canvas flip, none of all that. None of all that.
None of all that.
And that's what we tried to do. We may have in pieces done some of all that accidentally if you're me
What?
and you hit undo a few
Oh
times.
my
but
God, this freaking
but
guy.
otherwise, we tried to keep it to just one layer, just painting and painting. Nathan,
Yeah.
you did this.
yeah. Yeah, man.
What did you do it about?
Well, as you can
Nailing
see, the title of my Photoshop document is Third Attempt.
It is.
Oh,
wow.
so you did it twice before.
I threw out 2 canvases.
That's
Okay.
awesome.
I got too deep into them. I was like, I may as well just start over. Just like real painting.
Yeah.
Sometimes you just throw out some canvases. It's kind of a vibe. I just kind of vibed it out.
Whoa.
I can talk about it as it goes.
All right, great. I'd love to see your vibes.
Yeah.
Let's do it. 3, 2, 1, go.
So I had like an idea that I wanted to do, and I tried a couple times, and it just wasn't.
Literally a couple times.
It just wasn't working. Nothing was working. And so then I had to go to I had to go. So I stepped away for a little while, and when I came back, I was just like, I'm just not feeling it. I'm not having a good time. So I thought I would just sort of vibe to how I was feeling instead, and get
Hell
the
yeah.
feelings out.
Is this how you were feeling?
This is kind
inner
of
Nathan.
yeah. I was kind of feeling a little edgelordy, a little just sort of,
Ooh.
intrusive thoughts while trying to do work sort of
Aw.
vibe.
Yeah,
And I
yeah.
was like, let's just draw them. Let's just vibe to those and see how that does.
Yay.
And so, yeah, just sort of like, what if it was like a crazy demon mouth full of like weird little freaks?
I like the weird little freak.
Yeah, they
Oh,
look very
so
daddy
funny.
long legs.
That
Yes.
one freak is not doing so hot. He
No.
got a little stabbed.
Yeah, a couple of them get stabbed.
Nice.
They're inside the demon mouth, but then if they can make it to the eyes, then they can do little tendrils in the eyes.
Oh, of course.
Yeah.
So that's sort of what I was doing, and of course I went about this in an insane way where, like, you'll see eventually I want to add more depth to the background, which just means I have to draw over everything.
Yes.
Oh no.
So you're gonna see me redraw a whole bunch. Here it comes. Yeah.
Yay!
Yeah, look at it. Look at it all get blocked in, and I'm gonna have to redraw all of everything. But it was nice. It was like meditative. It was like you just sort of have to accept that
Yeah.
any change you want to make
is hard.
is hard.
Yeah.
But yeah, Julia, you can relate to drawing stuff and drawing over it.
I've
So
never once
I
done
got
that.
and I'm offended that you would accuse me of this.
I got to relate to you.
Wow.
Nathan just presses on, ignores you.
Like, so anyway.
No, but I do. I understand.
So for
Yes.
you, this challenge was like you were in hell. It was akin to being in hell.
Are you okay?
No, it's just the the part of your brain where you send the bad thoughts.
Mm.
Yeah.
Oh.
And sometimes the bad thoughts they try and get out.
And this is them trying to
This
get
is
out.
you can interpret it however you feel.
Your
but yeah,
brain is a demon's mouth.
just the part of my brain,
Sure, the demon mouth part.
the demon
Yeah.
mouth part of your brain.
The demon lobe.
yeah.
Yeah.
We all have it.
Where all your edgelord
needs
thoughts
'em?
go.
I really like this piece, though. It's like really fun
Yeah.
and interesting.
Thanks. Yeah, I needed to do something, so I figured
I didn't have a choice, so
I'd just sort of go with it, and I was liking what was happening.
yeah.
Sometimes you got to get out of your own way,
Yeah.
Mhm.
You think you got an idea and just nothing you're doing is working, and so you do pivot.
Yeah.
Do a little pivot and check in with yourself.
I really love how spindly everything is.
Yeah, it's
Thank
very
you.
good.
Oh, and then this gray square appeared, and I had to
What?
restart Photoshop. I don't know what that was.
The gray square of Photoshop.
just a gray square I couldn't get rid of.
It found you.
Wow.
I forgot that happened.
That won't happen on a real canvas.
No.
Unless.
Unless someone puts a gray square on it. you have to ask them really nicely
Yeah.
to remove it.
It's actually just the blind spot in my vision from lack of vitamins.
Yeah.
That's what that's supposed to
Yeah,
represent.
that was me being dehydrated and getting a migraine. Just adding some more details to the eyes. And just going back in and fixing a bunch of little stuff. Again, this is sort of an exercise in deciding like, okay, that's enough. But
Yeah.
I'm doing just like little adjustments. As with like regular painting, the sort of amount of effort you put into the amount of like noticeable change to the piece, you get sort of diminishing returns as the piece gets more and more finished.
Totally, yeah.
And I just get bored at a certain point of doing that.
That's fair.
I'm so like you, Nathan. We
Yeah.
are the same.
Because there was one time where I was on a draw class with you, which is
Mhm.
one of our Patreon little perk thingies. If you
Mm.
want to take a little drawing exercise with us, where you were doing something of a very similar vibe to this. We were talking about like automatic drawing.
Yeah. This sort of. I'm glad you brought that up because yes, that is sort of what I was pulling from as well. Just
Yeah.
like sometimes your brain has like cool ideas if you just like shut up and and stop trying to tell it what to do and let it sort of guide you.
Yeah, Cascada got it wrong. It's listen to your brain
Listen to your brain when it's
when it's calling for you.
telling you to draw weird little spindly freaks.
Is that a cascada? Whatever.
I don't know if it is.
Who did listen to your heart?
Isn't that like a song from the 80s?
It's
What?
a song from the 80s, and then there was a recent cover, or not recent, like when I was in middle school, recent, by like, I don't know, THC or something. I forgot the name.
Oh my god, it's by Roxette. And then it's an album by DHT.
That's what I said.
Sorry, everyone.
Wow.
That's
Cascada,
okay,
you can have that one.
We got there.
Yeah.
there.
Cascada didn't earn that.
We figured it out.
Cascada, take it back. Why'd you claim it?
Valor.
This is so cool.
Yeah,
Thank
I love
you.
it.
Sometimes you just gotta get your nasty freak out. And,
Yeah.
Yeah, otherwise he's going to stay in there.
Otherwise, he
Yeah.
stays in there and ruins all your other
Yeah.
art.
Every time you infantilize Nathan, this is who you're infantilizing.
This is him now.
Yeah. I'm not an
Feel old
infant.
yet?
I'm an edgy middle schooler.
He's growing up.
Yeah.
Wow. So fast.
This looks like the kind of piece that if you like printed it out and put it on your wall, it would like slowly drive you insane
Yeah.
over the course of like a month.
Yeah, try it.
Yeah.
You know
Let
what this
us know.
also looks like? It looks like one of those cool when they make the card game like little pads.
Oh,
a game mat?
A game
Yeah,
mat.
game mat.
Yeah,
It looks like
I
a
was
game
kinda
mat.
thinking
That
that
would be really
too.
cool.
This would be a fun game,
It has
man.
the exact like correct dimensions.
Yeah.
Yeah. I already made a game mat out of a drawing that I made on another episode that Karina rendered for me.
That's awesome.
The one
this
where
is
I
your
said,
second game mat.
"Do you want me to take out the JPEG of me holding a gun?"
And I said no.
That's part of the piece.
It's part of the piece. So yeah, this is it. This was my traditional painting 1-layer challenge.
I like it. I think it's like fun, and it's got that vibe that makes you want to just get out in there and start
Yeah.
drawing.
Yeah, you can
Yeah.
draw whatever you want. It doesn't have to look like anything.
I love being welcomed into your twisted mind.
Yeah,
your
welcome-
dark twisted mind.
Welcome everybody. Thanks for stopping
Make
by.
yourself at home.
Watch out for the spikes and the tendrils.
Other than that, it's great.
Yeah.
Pretty chill.
Help yourself to the eyes.
Yeah.
I'm next.
Yeah.
And I'm Jacob.
Wow.
Oh.
Hi, Jacob.
Here's what I did. I've been reading a webtoon that I've been really enjoying called The Ember Knight. And I wanted to do some fan art of it. And it had like a specific, like sort
Ooh.
of, there was a visual in my mind that I was like, I think this would work well for this challenge. So that's what I did. And I will start it up and then I will tell you more.
Okay.
3, 2, 1, go. Okay, so I start off with a little sketchy do. And I don't know if this is cheating, because I do the sketch and then I just make the sketch big
I
to
do
paint
think
over.
that's-
Is that cheating?
That is cheating.
That is
Yeah.
cheating, but
But
we
it's
can,
like the same. Like
we can do mental gymnastics.
Just imagine I drew the sketch at the full canvas instead of over here,
You
and it's the same
drew-
thing.
You did the thing where they project it.
Yeah.
in enlargement.
Yeah, there's
Yeah,
like a
yeah.
real life analog to
Or you
this.
used like
Yeah.
trace paper.
Still cheating though.
Yeah, it's not
Yeah, I did
not really
cheat.
in the spirit of the
I did cheat, and like I said, I was
probably
like,
start over.
I was like undoing for sure at this point before it like occurred to me. I literally was just like going and I was having a good time. Then I was like, oh, wait, no, I'm not supposed to be undoing.
Jacob did lean over to me while we were both working on our speed draws and says, "Have you been undoing?"
Jacob, you were the one who like
know,
established the rules.
It was literally just like muscle memory, and I was like
That's
in the
fair.
zone, and I wasn't thinking.
I'll let
about
you
it.
have that because
Yeah.
I had to take lengths to keep myself from
Yeah,
doing it.
I do
correctly.
apologize for that, but
No, it's okay.
Unbelievable.
But to tell you a little bit about this comic, so you know about what this piece is about.
Yeah.
The comic is about these twins, Najin and Nagyun. And Najin is like an apprentice knight, prodigy, super strong, cool guy. And Nagyun, his twin, is the sort of reviled, hated by everyone in the town brother who is weak and pathetic.
That's so webtoon.
So then Najin, the strong one, gets accosted by a group of masked individuals, and they kill him.
Oh damn.
While Nagyun is there trying to like do anything, but he can't because he's weak and
Because
pathetic.
he's so weak and pathetic. Yeah.
Mhm.
And then once Najin is dead, Nagyun decides, I'm going to just dress up as him and take his place in the Knight Academy, even though I'm weak and pathetic, and try to trick everyone into thinking that I'm him so that I can find who killed him and get vengeance. And the cool thing about it that's really fun is that obviously Nagyun is not strong. He is weak and pathetic, but he is an incredible actor.
Oh.
And he has like a sort of like Death Note light Yagami style of like devious thinking.
A theater kid.
So he's literally just mind gaming his way through dangerous situations, trying to fool people into thinking he's strong, even though he's not.
That's really
And so
good.
it ends up with like a lot of really creative solutions to like combat situations where he has to like use his resources and what he knows and like how he can fool people to get by rather than pure strength, which I find like really, it's like a really thrilling concept. So
That's cool.
I wanted to draw sort of this was the moment where he takes his brother's place and then he burns down their like family home to leave no traces. So it's going to be like him sort of standing in front of the burning.
I love this
Doorway.
texture.
Yeah. What brushes are you using, Jacob?
You can see up there on the left, it's a Japanese brush.
Helpful.
I literally got it off the Clip Studio store just to do this. I was like, I'm just going to get a new brush and just work completely with that to like add some limitations. so I don't have to like think about the brush. And I really like the texture of this one. So
Yeah, it looks so nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, looks great.
I'm gonna bug you about it later.
yeah, I'll send it to you.
Yay!
And then what was I gonna say? I was gonna say something.
Standing in front
Oh,
of the family.
the inspiration for this color scheme is an artist I really like called J.M. Fenner. And he does a lot of pieces with very stark red and blue. Like usually like it's red backgrounds, blue figure. And then it's like monochromatic within those two areas.
Oh.
And they really pop and look really cool. And he does a lot of spooky looking stuff too. So I was really inspired by like his work. And I wanted to try that sort of like monochromatic style with two different colors. If that still can be called monochromatic.
It can't, but I know what you mean.
Duo
It's like
chromatic.
It's like the foreground is
Cheating
monochromatic.
again, I see.
And the background is
Yeah,
different monochromatic.
No, I jest.
Duochromatic.
I paint this doorway like several times because I couldn't decide how dark or how red I wanted it to be. So I keep making it darker and then redder and then darker, which I think actually kind of works because this brush layers really
Yeah.
well since it's
Yeah.
a little bit patchy. So it kind of gives it a very dark red look that I like.
Yeah.
Then I was trying to figure out like how to make it look like fire back there. So I just paint in a bunch of these blocks of like different colors from an image of fire I was looking at. And I was like, let's see, there's red, there's orange, there's this light color, there's light tan. So I put those all in all
Always
patchy.
use reference.
And then I smudge them all up like vertically.
Ooh,
Yeah.
And it ends up looking really cool, I thought, at the end. Like it looks like it's sort of a roaring flame.
Yeah.
This was the part I was the most worried about because painting fire just is like, I don't know how to do it and it's hard. And I was like, I just want it to like read as fire when you see it.
Yeah. It's doing. Ooh, we got a little.
I saw an
Fire.
undo. I see a lot of undos.
You didn't see it. You didn't see it.
I
I just wanted to use a little bit of airbrush because I figured it mimicked like that when you flick the paintbrush
Yeah, yeah,
onto
yeah.
the canvas sort of look.
Bladder.
Yeah, like a little splatter to get the like ember effect out the top.
I feel like I'm giving you a hard time. This is a good piece.
Yeah, this is
It is a good
great.
piece.
This is fantastic.
Thanks. I was actually really happy with it, and I had a lot of fun in the process. I was like worried about this challenge going in, and then like once I kind of got in and just started like doing it, I was like, oh, this actually feels really nice to do
Yeah.
You're doing it.
because it takes away a lot of the things I would normally focus on, which is, you know, layers, layer styles, layer effects.
Right.
Like going back to other layers and changing things and like going back and adjusting things. And instead, like all you do is draw. Like if you want to fix it, you draw. If you want to change something, you draw.
It
There's,
also-
there's
Yeah.
no like there's nothing, no other way to do it.
It also sort of forces you to commit to
Yeah.
this, and so it's like it lets you just be like, yeah, you know what, that works. We'll
and
go
it's-
with that.
And it's kind of nice. It's like freeing in a way.
Yeah.
That like you said, Nathan, I did find a little meditative
Yeah.
at times while I
Yeah.
was doing it.
Everyone should do this.
Everyone should do this.
Get out of your head for a sec.
So this is the finished piece.
That's great, Jacob.
This is so cool.
Yeah.
I love the use of the blue.
Thanks. I really
Super,
like
super good.
the contrast. I thought looked really cool.
It does look cool.
You did it.
And I thought it captured like the emotion the feel that I was looking for. And go read The Ember Knight. It's sick as hell. I've been loving it. I think you'll
Noted.
love it too if you're a webtoon enjoyer or even if
Yeah.
you're not.
I do also just love the spooky vibe, the
Yeah.
deliberate choice of only showing the eyes.
Yeah, the big eyes.
Yeah, he's got very big prominent eyes and he does a thing where he uses his acting to mimic a knight's killing intent. And then like everyone else around him is like, holy shit, this dude is so scary. He's gonna kill us all. And then he's like actually like
Yes.
pathetic. He's just like doing a scary face really good.
Hell yeah.
But he does it so well that it creates like an aura that people can feel.
What
and
a
it's like
little
really
guy.
funny. I love that. Yeah, I am done.
Yippee!
Let's go to Karina next.
It's me.
It's you.
You'll never guess who I did when I can't think of a subject matter for a Drawfee episode speed draw.
Who'd you do?
It's loose.
Loose.
Yay!
Whenever it's a more like technique based challenge that we do, I just try not to think too hard about the subject matter because then I get really bogged down. So
Fair.
Yeah.
I did a little bit of planning with this one, but then I just kind of did it on the fly.
Great. Let's get into it. 3, 2, 1, go.
Welcome to Karina's most static speed draw. You can finally watch it, everyone. Congratulations.
You can look right at it.
I don't even flip because
Wow.
I did undo a couple times, literally twice on accident. And one of them is just because I always test my brushes by just like scribbling, and I did it right on top of the face without thinking about it.
Yeah.
So that one I took as an L.
That's allowed.
Yeah.
But because I have like a macro keypad like a numeric pad that I bound all my shortcuts to, and I physically removed the keycaps to keep myself from
Oh my
doing
God.
it.
That's smart, though.
So I only had the zooming shortcuts in. But yeah, and I was just trying to remember how to paint digitally because I haven't in a while, and I just wanted to draw the guy.
I
This
see
is
you went
so
straight
cool.
in with the titty render.
Well, you gotta.
Yeah.
You got
No,
that
you
down
gotta.
first.
Here's the thing. I move around a lot in terms of just I was the most like I was doing the face the most finished, but it's good to just especially if it's all like, you're rendering the skin to move around to the different areas and make sure they're blocked in properly
Yeah, totally.
before losing the process all over again. So, I wanted this one to have a bit of an eerie vibe, I suppose. So I focus a lot on the face because it is the easiest thing for me in some ways, but also because I kind of figured that over time I would like lose steam. And
Right.
I wanted the look to be really intense. So that's the most focused part of it, and it's the most finished part. And yeah, so I was also just doing meditative shit on this. I was like, yeah, sure, whatever.
This is so cool.
Yeah, I love these eyelids.
Thank you. I love rendering a really just like shifty looking eye. So fun. But yeah, I don't know. I was just enjoying the process. I used to do like a lot of digital painting in Procreate when I was really depressed in 2020, so it's kind of been a second. But once I get into it, I'm just kind of like vibing out. But yeah, again, I focus mainly on the face just because I thought it was important and I like doing it. I just like rendering eyes. I like making them look kind of like tired. And I spend like an I sort of kind of like decided on an outfit, but not really. And I spend just like the longest time rendering the torso because here's my secret, Cap. I don't actually enjoy rendering like well-defined abs and stomachs. I find it really annoying. I need to like fatten loose up a little bit so I never have to do this again. So I spent a lot of time on it, and then once I started drawing in the outfit I thought I wanted to give him, I kind of decided I hated everything.
Oh.
And I also found the cocked hip to be a little like confusing. So every time I was starting to get frustrated with the torso, I just went back to rendering the face.
Yeah.
Because it brought
Take
me
a break.
it brought me peace.
Yeah,
It brought
I
me
get that.
peace. And the more I add, the more I'm just like, I can adjust.
Yeah.
So I decided I didn't like this. I didn't like
Ooh.
any of this shit. So I just started
Yeah.
reblocking everything in to fix it. Render the face some more for mental health reasons.
For the record, I did like it before, but
Thank
also
you.
I'm sure it's even better after you change it.
It gets somewhere. I kept like fucking up the torso and then like mourning because I liked how
Mourning.
much it looked. And then I just had to redo it and it wasn't the same. And then I decided I didn't like that line of action anymore
Yeah.
at all. And I just, spoiler, end up redoing the entire thing again
Hell yeah.
to
Oh,
shift
God.
it
Delete
back.
your art.
To shift it back to the left. And then I just render the face some more. You're gonna notice a pattern here.
Honestly, so relatable.
I gotta give him his spooky
little
markings.
green.
Yeah, whatever those are. And then I found an older drawing of Luce I did where I kind of liked the cut of the outfit. So I was like, I'll just reuse this goddamn outfit again, whatever. Let's just re-render the fucking torso again to be slightly more like straight up.
These damn abs.
I can't with abs. They're just really annoying. I'm sorry.
You're
Especially
so good
to
at
shade.
them.
Yeah, you do a good job with them.
Thank you. I was using like I saw like a study I really liked on Twitter or something, so I was like just using that as the lighting reference, so I remembered what the fuck they looked like, but I didn't enjoy it. They look good, but then you know, and then you'd have to do it, and you're like, I hate this actually. Make it softer. And then I cover them anyway.
Nice.
So,
But you know they're there.
so this part, I don't think it's cheating. I consider it like an ink wash. I did an ink wash one time on a marker piece for school, and it ruined the piece, and I hated it. So I was like, this is my redemption run. So I just kind of overlaid it blue so that I could add this like...
Blue and red?
Yeah.
Are you telling me it's blue and red?
I'm telling you it's blue and red, my
Let's
guy.
go.
Let's fucking go. Because I could kind of feel that the values on this were very soft. I can't take my own advice this time. So I was like, I'll just focus more on the color to create the contrast. This is where I start jumping around like crazy, but I still don't flip. You're welcome. I did do the mirror thing.
You use the physical mirror.
Yeah. I put a mirror up to the screen. I used a ruler to do the sword.
That's awesome.
Oh.
So, yeah. So then I just, like I said, I was mostly finishing the face because I kind of wanted it to be sort of like, you know, like you're zooming in, but everything's a little out of focus. I wanted to write
Don't-
down lyrics of the song I was listening to, but then it was really hard to do without erasing.
Mm.
And then I just didn't know where to put them, so I deleted them. And now I'm done.
Amazing.
This is so sick.
If I end up posting this one, I'll probably crop off the bottom part because it kind of just kept going.
And I guess like now
just
you could
saw the canvas in half.
you could go back and do whatever you wanted with layers
Yeah.
and values
Yeah.
and stuff after
Yeah,
now
I
the
think I
challenge
might.
is done.
Yeah, but I didn't want to get too crazy because I was afraid of fucking it up too much.
Yeah.
And not being able to undo. So I called it here.
Nice.
I really like how it turned out.
Yeah,
Yeah,
this is so
great.
cool. I like his sword.
Thank you.
I love the idea of you holding a ruler up to your Cintiq.
You gotta.
It's so funny.
That's why the blade kind of just kept getting like thicker and thicker. It's because I kept missing. But yeah,
That's great.
that's my loose.
I like the way you handled like the clothing folds in like a very abstract way on like the arms.
Thank
Yeah.
you. I just
Yeah.
kind of liked how it looked, so I didn't fix it.
It looks like a painting.
It looks like a painting.
Wow.
Hey, you paint this?
I made this.
Looks like a painting.
Thank you.
Awesome job, Karina.
Yeah.
Yeah, great work.
We got one more, and it's a Julia. Why don't you tell us about what you did?
So mine was done furiously and in a panic.
Nice.
Because
I
I had a
love
lot
that.
happening at the same time. But we brought me back to my art school days.
So just another part of your life that was full of panic and fury.
Yeah. There were
Hell
less
yeah.
emails
Awesome.
in those days, but if there's any moments where nothing's happening on my canvas, it's because I'm answering an email.
Oh my god.
POV, you are Julia answering
Yeah.
an email.
You
But
are
really fast.
you are trying to organize an event while you're doing a speed draw. Yeah, let's get into it. Let's talk about it.
I'd love to.
Okay.
3, 2, 1, go.
So I figured since we were going back to my art school days that I would fully go art school, and also like I don't have a lot of time to do practices anymore of late. Maybe I'll free up someday, but I use this as a time to do full art school mode and do some sketches and stuff like that.
Are you drawing a strong man?
This is going to be a fun guess the celebrity because it certainly does not look like the celebrity until the end.
Is it Columbo?
Is it Gumshoe from Ace Attorney?
It's not Columbo and it's not Gumshoe.
Okay.
I'm all out.
But Yes, it'll click into who it is at some
Oh,
point.
I'm excited.
I also allowed myself an occasional undo because I've been dealing with a lot of hand pain. So
Sure.
like
Yeah.
I was trying to erase by pulling out like white and going over it with a brush, and then that was like killing me. So I at some point was doing some undos. I don't do it a lot though. I just do it occasionally.
You don't undo
If it's
it
for
a
your
lot.
physical health,
Yeah.
then
Yeah, I let myself have that.
Yeah,
So
it's a better excuse than I forgot.
which was my excuse.
yeah, so I'm doing like a traditional painting method of figuring out some of the values that are going around the face because this person is outside.
Is this Knives Out?
It is Benoit Blanc,
Oh!
but
I'm a
in
genius.
glass onion.
Yes, he's by the pool.
Yeah, he's by the water. I was in a summery mood. I
Yeah.
wanted that bright, warm sunshine.
No, I could already see it. This is so
Yeah.
fun.
Thank you. So yeah, I'm blocking in some of the values to just kind of map it out first to see if I like the colors because you're supposed to like okay, so you do the full breakdown sketch, then you blotch in some of the colors so that you get the color relevancy in there so that you
Mhm.
see if any of your colors are right before you start like changing things a bunch. It like saves you some time by doing this like planning sort of thing. That's what you're supposed to do. I don't really do it normally because the power of digital art, you can
Couldn't
kind
be
of just fix it
me.
on the fly.
Right.
But I wanted to keep it as traditional as possible, so I stick to basically just using a brush. Oh, I'm also using Clip Studio, which I never use, but I like their oil painting brushes. So I'm flipping
Ooh.
between using an oil painting brush to do the skin tones because those blend really nicely, and then I'm using the pen like markers to get the solid colors in when I need to like correct something. I was also looking at my favorite illustrator of all time, who's JC Leyendecker.
Yeah, I could channel that from the
Thank you. Yeah, the
Hatching.
hatching.
yeah.
And
Oh,
yeah, he does a
blending.
lot of geometry in his.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to channel that because it also like just works with how I work normally. Is that sort of like
Yeah.
geometric planning? So you can see I start off like real basic, and then I put in all the colors first, and then I start like putting in more and more detail. I also jump around a lot.
Yeah. The little shadow coming off the glasses is starting to be indicated there.
Thank you. Yeah.
That's so cool. This is reminding me. I took an oil painting class in high school,
Mhm.
and it was like it wasn't just for high schoolers. It was like a community. I was in high school, and it was like but it was for all ages. And there was this woman there who clearly had been painting like a long time, and I just remember always seeing her stuff that she would make and be like, damn, that's very good. And this is reminding me of that.
Oh, thank you.
Wow.
I covered up the mouth because it was distracting me.
I
Yeah.
like
But
he looks like he's sticking
going
out his
there.
tongue.
yeah,
Got a
I
little
just
marshmallow.
I really did not like how the mouth looked, and I just kept looking at it, so I covered it up, and I was like, I'll sketch it out again later because I realized that I made the face. I made the face too straight. I'm supposed to like twist it sort of at the bottom. I had to like rotate it a little bit in my head.
This is so cool.
Yeah.
So I'm doing because I went to art school for illustration, so we did a lot of like traditional oil painting, traditional acrylic painting, watercolor, all that, and then you're supposed to like apply those digitally. Which I already had like a digital skill set from just futzing around on my own, but then like being able to apply the traditional painting methods to digital is like very fun and very helpful.
Yeah.
So this was fun to do because I got to like go back and
Yeah.
again do a color study, do a painting study, do a face study. So yeah, I removed the like thinking of what my piece would be and just like let myself do a study. I also hate painting mouths because the tones are really delicate because if you mess it up, everyone looks at it, especially when you
Right.
don't have eyes. It's like the thing that like your eyes go to. So if you mess it up, it can be really
Oh,
distracting.
there it is. It's Daniel Craig's mouth. It
Yeah.
materialized.
There he is. There's Daniel Craig.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
So cool.
Thank you.
He's going,
Got that nice bounce light.
Yeah.
I'm going to solve a mystery.
Oh, some mystery.
It was fun because the screenshot I was looking at was pretty desaturated, but I was trying to go off of like JC Leindecker's work, which is very saturated. It's very like very vibrant tones. So I got to like punch up the face a little bit. So like the left side of the canvas is all warmer, and then the right side is a lot of purple and greens. I think that like a thing you forget about when you're drawing or when you're painting like a face from reference is that green works its way into the colors.
Yeah.
So you get like, you always want to say like, I know the skin tone, like in Daniel Craig's, when you're looking at him, it's like, it's peach, it's like a peach tone.
He's
So
a
you're like,
peach
it's going to be
man.
all pinks and purples, but no, you like mix in a little green. You see me going a lot into like the green slider to like throw in some green.
Yeah.
And then I decided I didn't want to paint the clothes. I just wanted it to be a head study. And then my hand was really hurting, so I didn't paint the hair.
Yeah.
I
Perfect.
just blocked it in.
The
Yeah.
face looks so good though.
It's
Yeah.
crazy good.
Thank you.
And you got the likeness like spot on.
Yeah.
Thanks.
I would
It's-
know that's Danny Craig's.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm pretty happy that it's identifiable. I know that some of the proportions are a little off, like the space between where his eye ends and his ear is supposed to be a little wider,
Mm.
but
I was
I
going to
think-
say that, yeah.
Minute stuff.
It's gonna be the top
Um,
comment.
It's
Yeah.
a study.
Getting in
It's
before
a study.
The comments go crazy.
but I
About the
always make
space.
a face entirely way too long. So the fact that it was not as long as I usually tend to go on accident, I was pretty happy with it. But I'm just happy it's identifiable. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
You specifically were like, I hate drawing mouths, and then as soon as you drew the mouth, it was like, oh, that's Daniel Craig. Like, that completely brought the piece together.
sometimes the thing that you learn when you're painting a thing that you hate, but you have to do it, is that you have to just stop seeing it as the thing that you hate and just start seeing it as just colors you have to mimic.
Right.
Yeah.
So it's like,
shapes and colors.
I'm so intimidated by the mouth because, again, like I said, if you mess up the mouth, that's what everyone looks at. Again, especially if you don't have eyes to look at, it's like the second thing,
Yeah.
and then when there's no eyes, again, it's like the first thing. So there's like a lot of pressure there. But if you don't think about it like its mouth and just say, these are just colors, then it like gets you out of your head a little bit. And you're just like, I just have to put these down. So
Just colors, girl.
just
Yeah.
colors, bro.
Well, we've got 4 very different examples of what you can do digital painting wise just using one layer.
True.
Yeah, you can try out these type of styles for yourself if you want to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I was surprised that it seems like we all kind of ended up enjoying it in the end.
Yeah.
I love digital painting.
You knew you were going to enjoy it, but I didn't know I was going to enjoy it.
I'm glad you did enjoy it because it is just once you kind of like digital painting is a fun cooking because it's so annoying at first and it looks like pure boo boo.
Yeah.
But once you kind of reach the point where you're just rendering, it's very relaxing, right?
Yeah, it becomes very enjoyable at that point.
Absolutely.
But yeah, I hope you enjoyed this episode. I hope you enjoyed these paces. If you want the high resolution
High resolution.
pinguses,
I'm Nathan.
No.
we have HD Pingus
Both of you shut up.
on our Patreon. And you can get them and you can print these out and you can put them
On your
on your own
Pingus.
wall, on your own Pingus, wherever you want to put them.
Yeah, if anyone prints out mine and puts it on the wall, please let me know if it drives you insane.
If anyone prints out mines and puts it on their pingus, don't tell me.
That's for you to know
I'll
and for
kill
God
you.
to know. And that's it. And Daniel Craig, really love your work if you're watching.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you.
Daniel Craig is a patron
Daniel Craig is a patron.
and has bought our merch.
He's told me in confidence and in privacy that if you become a patron of Drawfee, he will be your friend in real life
And kiss you.
and kiss you once.
And if you buy our merch, he'll kiss you twice.
He'll kiss you twice. One for patron, one for merch.
Yeah.
And that's at DFTBA. You can find that merch. Daniel Craig's also in our stream chat
Yeah.
on twitch.tv/Drawfee show, Monday night, 7 p.m. He's there every week.
He does stay in character as Benoit
Yeah.
Blanc.
Yes.
But you would be surprised what his username is, so you'll have to show up and figure it out.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the
Like
one
a
you'd least
mystery.
expect. It's the Daniel Craig ARG. But that's
One
it.
you'd least expect.
Thanks for watching, everyone. We're sorry.
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 Sorry.